So to make this skirt, I'm going to be using this Ankara fabric African print. I have about 2 yards of it, and I'm going to be needing a lining as well. The first thing you want to do is to start by folding your fabric into two this way, and you have a folded edge because you are going to start with the front. The front is going to be on fold. Then after that, you are going to measure and mark 0.5 inch at the top, for which is going to serve as your starting line and also like a sewing allowance at the top. So from there, you're going to take your skirt length. If it's going to be a dress, this is going to be a dress, so I'm going to subtract half length from the dress length, and which is going to give me the skirt length. And if you are making an ordinary skirt, you're going to take your skirt length from that line that you drew earlier. So I'm going to assume I'm making a skirt, so I'm going to take the length that I needed to complete my dress for this skirt length. Okay, so we are going to have a band. You're going to subtract the waistband measurement from the skirt length, and if not, you're going to take your measurements plus your stitching allowance and also for the folding allowance. So for this skirt now, I'm going to add about 1.5 inches to it because I want to use that to fold in the lining. After this now, you're going to measure from the waistline to the hip line, just like you see me doing. Then you're going to connect the line. From the top edge again, you're going to measure down to the knee line, just like you see me doing. Then you're going to connect the line. So for this skirt now, you're not going to be using the original knee line. From there, you're going to go up by about 1.5 to 2 inches. Okay, so that is the new knee line that we are going to be using. You have to take a measurement up to above the knee line. Okay, so here is where you're going to take the knee measurements. Okay, so after this now, the next thing is to take the circumference measurement, meaning you're going to take your round measurement divided by 4. On the waistline, you divide your waist circumference measurements by 4. You had your dart intake 1 inch, and you had your side seam. So if you do not want to have a dart, you can simply make your skirt dartless. That means you're not going to be having a dart on it. Just like this one that I'm about to make, I'm not going to have a dart on this. I'm just going to take my waist circumference measurement divided by 4. Then I'm going to add about 2 inches for the side seam, including the stitching allowance for the lining. Remember, you're going to be turning this with the lining. You come to the hip line and take the quarter of your hip measurements, that is your hip circumference, divided by 4. You measure a mark, then you add your side seam. For the knee line now, whatever you have on the hip line, you're going to subtract 2 inches from it, and that's what you're going to mark on the knee line. What I'm trying to say is, if your hip circumference is 36, you're going to subtract 4 inches, and you're going to have 32. So 32 divided by 4 is what you are going to measure and mark on the knee line. So you can also do it this way. Whatever you have on the hip line, you are going to measure it without the side seam. It's still going to give you the same measurement. Okay, this is just to have a bit of this is just to create that pencil shape. So if you have 12 inches altogether plus your side seam on your hip line, you're going to measure 10 inches on the knee line. So you can subtract much more than that, but at the same time, you don't want to take too much so that you are comfortable. The point on the new knee line. So after that, you are going to connect the 3 points together. Before you connect, whatever you have on the knee, you measure and mark on the skirt length. Then you're going to collect all of the points together. So to be on the safe side, you can simply add half an inch for the stitching allowance of the lining. Then you're going to connect all the points together. From the waistline, you connect to the hip line using a curve ruler like this. You can use your free hand. If you do not have a curve ruler, it's not a must. And you connect from the hip to the knee line, just like you see me doing. And from the knee line, you connect straight down to the skirt length using a straight ruler. Once you're done with this, you go ahead and reconfirm all of your measurements. It's really important. If you want to have a dart, just go ahead and mark the points you're going to have a dart. So once you're done with this, you're going to cut out on the lines that you have. Now we're going to cut the back, and the first thing is to put the fabric into 2 and you place the front on it. We're going to be fixing the zipper at the back, so we needed a zipper allowance. When you are placing the front on the back, make sure that you leave allowance of about 1.5 to 2 inches. Okay, After this, you're going to extend the hip line and the knee line. So now we are going to do the butt contouring. To do the butt contouring is just a means of tightening the waistline, giving room for the butt and tightening the knee line area. So to do this now, just like we used to tightening the back on the bodies, we are going to be extending the tightening to the waist area and also around the knee area, so as to give room for the butt on the skirt. So on the hip line, we are going to be creating the room on the hip line. So here I have 2 inches for the zipper allowance. On the hip line now, I'm going to leave the 2 inches. On the waistline, I'm going to subtract half an inch. On the waistline, I'm going to measure and mark half inch like this. On the hip line, I'll leave it like that. And on the knee line, I'm going to remove half an inch, meaning that I have 1.5 on the waist, 2 inches on the hip line, and 1.5 on the knee line. Okay, as you can see, there will be a bit of room or excess around the hip line. This is what we needed to get. We want to contour that part, tighten the waist, give room around the bust, and tighten the knee line to give us the hourglass shape that we wanted. So you're going to connect all these points together just like you see me doing. So at the end of the day, after which you are done turning with the lining, you're going to be taking out half an inch. So at the end of the day, you're going to have about 1 inch on the waist, 1.5 on the hip, and 1 inch around the knee line. So whatever you have on the knee line area, you're going to measure and mark straight down to the skirt length. Okay, so I'm adding half an inch because I wanted to turn it with a lining. If not, I would have just make it 1 inch. Okay, I hope you understand my explanation. So you measure whatever you have on that knee area on the skirt length and connect straight down. So if you have 1 inch there, you're going to have 1 inch till you get to the very end. I hope you can see my line. So you're going to be cutting out exactly on the line that you have. And as for the side, is going to remain the same because we don't have any alteration to do at the side. It's just the center back that we need to alter to give us the butt contouring, because of course our butt is actually at the back, not the side. And here is what we are going to have after cutting out. And as you can see, there is a bit of shape around here. It is not totally straight. I hope you can see the curve lines. So guys, I already went ahead to cut out the lining for both the front and that of the back. Don't mind my lining, I just have to work with what I have. It's festive season, so stores are not open. The next thing now is to use the lining to turn the fabric. When I'm cutting the lining, I make it a bit shorter than that of the actual fabric. Remember, I said at the beginning that I'm going to be adding about 1.5 inches to the length of the skirts, because I want to use that allowance to drag in the fabric a little bit. Okay, so this is the excess that I have. I'm going to fold it in like this. Okay, so I'm going to place the lining on the hem of the skirt like so. You join it, and once you're done, you pull it back, and you're going to repeat the same process for that of the back pattern. At the back, I also reduce it by 1.5 inches. I'm going to fold it like this, then I'm going to stitch both sides. Now I'm done doing that, and this is what it's going to look like when you're done. If you have a dart, you need to take a dart on the lining separately, take a dart on the actual fabric before you use it to turn each other. And as you can see, I hope you can see the shape that we have at the center back. This is what exactly you should have if you truly do the butt contouring. And as for the hem of the skirt, you see that I have a little bit of fabric, after which I turn it around. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to join this center back using the zipper allowance that we have. Okay, do not forget the amount of zipper allowance you have, exactly the way you have, following the shape that you have at the center back. And after this, I'm going to place it on the front, then we're going to take the side seam. Now I'm done with the back, and as you can see, even before anything, I'm very sure that you can see the effect of the butt contouring. The shape that we have, it shows that there is excess and it is not as straight as this down part. Okay, so that is what you should get. The excess is where your butt is going to be sitting. You really need to do that if you want to really contour the butt. So the next thing now is to take the side seam. Now that we have the front and the back, we are going to be taking the circumference measurement divided by 2, and whatever you have left is definitely going to be your sewing allowance. I hope you understand my explanation. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to measure and mark my circumference measurement divided by 2. Then I'm going to be taking the side seam. So after which I'm done taking the side seam, I'm going to be fixing a zipper. I'm still going to open up the zipper allowance area. This method is just for us to be able to take the side seam correctly. So after which I'm done with the side seam, I'm going to fix the zipper, and we are also going to open up the slit. So for you to know how long your slit is going to be, you're going to measure from the skirt length to about 20 to 22 inches, depending on the person's height and depending on how high the person wants it, but it shouldn't be less than 18 inches. Okay, now I'm done fixing the zip. So what I did was that I wanted to have a drape on this skirt, so I already did that off camera because it's not part of this tutorial. Okay, so now I already fixed the zipper. As for the down part, the slit area, I open up the slit up to where I marked earlier. I press the allowance. Then I'm going to use a stitch to secure it. Either you can either use hemming gum or you untack, any which one you prefer. I'm going to be sharing the full picture or the video of the dress later, and I'm sure it's something you're going to like. So guys, that'll be all for this tutorial. It's just the skirt parts. The dress, I already made the dress. I just want to attach the skirt to the upper bodice. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. If you find it helpful, kindly click on the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this video so that we can reach as many people on this platform as possible. And also, it is a form of encouragement for me to do better. Till we meet again in my next one. Bye bye and thank you.